All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, guys. I still can't figure out my Python code. All right, guys. Good morning. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry for the echo. But yeah, I still can't figure out my Python code. What? Yeah, man. I'm stuck on it, man. I can't figure it out. Like, look. So if I run this, now it's not printing anything. What? At least there's no errors. But it should be asking enter guess. Uh, yeah. See, I got it to say you win every time I enter it. Let's see if it works. Like, I got it to kind of work. Yeah, I got it to kind of work. So, like, if I enter the correct number, it says you win, but it keeps asking me to enter in another guess. And so I'm stuck. It's something to do with my while loop, but I can't figure it out. All right, guys, but yeah, we got the shippers moving today, the shipping stocks. GLBS, we got IGC, we have AXSM, SCVL. Like, if I pull these up here, VKTX is up. VKTX, SCVL, IGC, AXSM, GLBS. BPTH is moving some. Cron, AMD. So we got some movers here. I posted my watch list a little bit earlier, but we do have some movers. I'm curious to see if any of these are tradable. All right, VKTX is tradable. So VKTX is tradable, so we can trade that one. SCVL is tradable. AXSM is tradable. Cron, BPTH is tradable. And so we got some options. MFGP is tradable, so we do have some options here. Yeah, what happened with Hunt yesterday? Hunt was kind of the craziest mover. Honestly, though, after this is why I'm not going to ever trade Hunt. I don't care how much money you can make. Like, look at this. This thing gapped down from $60 all the way to $45. So this thing gapped down $15 yesterday. That's just a gap down after a halt that I'm not willing to risk. That thing's a little bit too crazy. The float's 2 million. It's way too expensive. It's definitely getting pumped up, and I'm just not trying to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars playing with this thing, or lose my accounts playing with this thing, because this gap down says it all. You can see it was halted here at $60, like 60.50, and it went all the way down to 45. So a $15 gap down from the halt. It's a little too crazy for me. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to go make some coffee. All right, guys. Okay, so like I said, here, let me get this out the way. Sorry, this is blocking. There you go. XSTC popping up on the scanners here. SXTC starting to run a little bit. I doubt it's tradable, but it is starting to run some here. No, it's not tradable, unfortunately. Oh, man. What's up, Rich? Good morning, man. All right. So, yeah, somebody should help me out with my Python program here. Any Python people know this, let me know. Like I said, I get it to work. Everything works. It's something with the while loop. I have it, if I guess the correct number, it does say you win, but it keeps asking me to enter the guess in. And so I have to make it stop entering the guess in. Maybe break. Let's try that. Nope. So on TAFs, to know if a stock is tradable, John Ennis, you just go to Trade Manager, and you can type it in here. Like I can type in SXTC. It's not tradable, but AXSM is, SCVL is. Let's see what else. VKTX is. So we got a few that's tradable. VKTX, SCVL, Cron, AXSM. And so we got some. But yeah, you just go to Trade Manager, go to Symbol at the bottom, and it'll tell you. No worries. What's up, Rich? Chris? Cargo? Pat? Yeah, guys, we got this 240K account, man. I'm balling over here with this account. We'll see. I didn't trade yesterday. It's honestly a little bit more nerve-wracking with a larger account, but I have some more room, and that's the best situation. So we'll see what happens here. The overall market today is about break even. I mean, it closed at 28.12 or 281.12, and it's at 281.08 for the SPY. So roughly break even, just about. We can look up some news while we're here, though. Let's look up some news. First, we can look at GLBS, which is a shipping stock, GLBS. And so you can see GLBS is the top stock on this list. Not really any news that's coming out for this one. We can also look at SCVL, which I believe is Shoe Carnival. Yeah, Shoe Carnival is up some. We can look at this one. They reported stronger than expected results for the fourth quarter. And so Shoe Carnival up on strong results, strong fourth quarter results. We can also look at AXSM here, AXSM. The company disclosed that it received FDA breakthrough therapy designation for their biodrug in the treatment of major depressive disorder. And so FDA breakthrough therapy designation for AXSM. And it's gapping up from 1434 to 1650. And so a pretty significant, decent gap up here for that one. We also have IGC. IGC, I believe this is a shipping stock as well. It might be a cannabis stock. Actually, I can't remember exactly what this one is. Let's see. IGC announced the availability of Hyalolex in Puerto Rico. So the availability of their product, whatever it is in Puerto Rico, I'll have to look up to see exactly what their product is. We also have VKTX. one that I'm watching. Gapped all the way up to 980. It's back down to 9 now, so we'll see where this one goes as well, but we can look it up. So they basically reported positive results from their VK2809 fatty liver trials. And so positive trial results for VKTX here. Although it did already kind of follow back down a little bit. It did kind of come back down some already. And so, you know, we'll see. Not holding those levels. What's everybody else's main watch today? I don't know. Was Hunt halted at closing? I'm not sure. Like I said, though, HUNT, I mean, this one is just, you know, you can look back here. It literally was halted and gap down $15 from that halt. And so that's kind of a scary gap down from a halt and kind of a little bit risky, in my opinion, to trade. It's definitely getting pumped up. But we can look up the news on HUNT. But yeah, it's almost definitely getting pumped up here. Just a ridiculous move yesterday, you know, from about $20 all the way up to 103. And really, that's not even the big significant one. Yeah, about $20 up to 103 yesterday. So just a crazy, crazy move for HUNT. So yeah, this is a shipping stock, and I think so. I think this is a shipping stock, and that makes sense actually because other shipping stocks like GLBS are up in pre-market this morning as well. Okay, yeah, so hold on one second, guys. All right, I'm gonna have to go bring my son's backpack out to my wife in a minute. But yeah, so it sounds like HUNT is halted because they are requesting additional information, which is pretty scary, all things considered. A lot of times these will get halted and never resume. And so this one is halted. They're requesting additional information for HUNT, which I think is absolutely reasonable. And, you know, when a stock goes that crazy, I mean, this one's up, what is that, 500%? It's up from $20 to 100 500% move in 2 days. It's just a little bit sketchy, in my opinion. Why am I seeing subscriber names on the right of your streaming video? Because it notifies me every time I get a new subscriber. But yeah, so somebody's trying to help me with my Python code. See, I tried that, man. I tried that. That's actually the very last thing I tried. Like if I pull it over here, you can see I entered break right here. Right after you win on the elif statement, and it's still like it works. Like my game works, my guessing game works. Like I can guess 6, enter guess 4, enter guess. But if I enter 7 in, it says you win, you win. So it says it twice, and if I enter it in before, if I enter it the first time, it keeps asking me to enter the guess in, and so it's something with my while loop. I can't figure it out. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go bring my wife her or my son's backpack for school, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What do you mean for you mean progress for my Python code, Skylar? Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I got it to work. You know, my first Python code, technically it works. If you guess the wrong number, it continues to ask you for more guesses until you run out of guesses. And so, like for instance, if I restart this here, I can guess wrong, and it tells me, oh no, it doesn't do anything after I guess the wrong answer. So there's something there as well. So technically it doesn't work. It just stops working. But if I guess the right answer, it does say you win. But it keeps asking me to enter guesses. So it's kind of, it kind of works. Did anybody hear about the German bonds dropping 38% this morning? No, I did not hear that. Let's look up the overall market news today, though. Let's see here. So the Commerce Department did release the first international trade data of the year of this year at 8:30 Eastern Time this morning. U.S. stock futures are up. European and Asian markets are mixed today. The Dow closed 0.6% up yesterday, while the S&P and the NASDAQ both gained 0.7%. Apple went down 1% yesterday after a U.S. trade judgment recommended banning some iPhones that are imported to the U.S. because of a patent dispute with Qualcomm, QCOM. Shares in Korean Air rose 2.5%. The EIA crude oil inventory is set to be released at 10:30 Eastern this morning. And so overall, about break even morning, but yeah, man, I guess. Three break commands after each print, but it's on a while loop though, right? I mean, let me see. I'll try it. If it works, I appreciate it. Let me see. Now the only problem is it's not telling me I lose. No, that doesn't work either. I'm pretty sure I just fixed the reason why it didn't tell me you lose. I don't know why, but I had out of guesses is equal to false. Yeah, now it tells me the you lose part works perfectly, right? And so it works fine now, but news on GLBS. I'm pretty sure GLBS, so I think HUNT is a shipping stock. I'm pretty sure HUNT is a shipping stock. And so you get some of these other shippers that are moving, like GLBS, DRYS is gapping up some. If you SHIP, I know is a shipper, and so it's moving some. So I'm pretty sure GLBS is up on sympathy. It might have some catalyst. I'm not really quite, I'm not 100% sure, but I know HUNT went absolutely crazy, going up 500% yesterday, and GLBS is a shipping stock as well. And so it's possible that it's just up on sympathy from the shipping sector moving, but that's just a guess. But remember, if things go bad, look at UVXY. Yeah, that's a inverse volatility ETF. And so if the market drops, UVXY goes up, and if the market goes up, UVXY goes down. And so if you like to short, you could wait for the market to move up and then essentially short UVXY, and vice versa. If you like to go long, or if you can only go long and the market's moving down, then you can go long on UVXY. Same thing for TVIX. They're both the same thing. So like if you look at TVIX and UVXY, they're identical. Just different prices, but identical chart movement. Yeah, RBZ's looking okay here. I doubt it's tradable. This one had a... Is this a shipping stock? It seems like it would be after just the way it's moving overall. Let's see. I doubt I can trade it, but I can try it out at least. No. Figures. All right, well, we'll see what we get. Got about 15 minutes until the bell. You look at it, see what else is moving here. Yeah, but RBZ looks decent if you can trade it. Yeah, Hunt. Yeah, man. What's up, Chase? What's up, Netron? Yeah, man. Hunt is halted. They're requesting more information, which is typically never good. A lot of times they'll do this and they'll just stay halted for, like, what was the last one to do this? LFIN, if I remember correctly. Was it LFIN? It was something like that. Let me put on the 3-week chart. I'm pretty sure it was LFIN that did this, right? And LFIN did a very similar move. It kind of ran up for. A week or so, and then eventually, it just got halted, and they started to investigate it, and it stayed halted for like a month or something like that. I don't know exactly how long it was halted for, and then it gapped down like $40 when it finally resumed. And so, these are always a little scary. Maybe it was months. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly how long it was. But yeah, it was sketchy. What's up, Greg? Good morning, man. Yeah, but if anybody wants to help me with my Python code, if you're a programmer and you can help me with my Python code, let me know. Email me at beginnertrading@gmail.com. I would appreciate any help with it. Because at this point, I'm teaching myself to code. And so when I get stuck on something like this, I don't really have anybody to turn to. So if you want to help me out with my Python code, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I would like to say I was doing that, but I'm actually just doing a very simple guessing game right now. And so I'm not nearly at that level yet. It's going to be at least a few months until I'm even close to doing that. Probably much longer, though. But that's really, I'm doing it. I'm learning to code so I could try, like you said, try to create my own trading program, my own algorithm for trading, and then also build myself a beginner trading app. I think that would be pretty cool. I just don't feel like paying somebody 50 grand to build an app for me. And so I'd rather just learn to code and make it myself, and then I'd be able to code anything I wanted. Makes more sense to me. What's up, Tyler? Edwards L posts Germany's benchmark 10-year bond yield fell on Wednesday to a new 2.5-year low. The yield fell 2.5 basis points to minus 0.038%. Interesting. VIPS is also up some. VIPS. We got a IPG. But yeah, main watches today are probably AXSM. AXSM looks pretty good. I'll keep an eye on VKTX as well. And maybe BPTH too, but it depends. So yeah, I'm going to watch those and keep an eye on a few other things. IGC? Yeah, I mean, IGC, I don't know, man. IGC, last year, IGC acted extremely sketchy. And it got delisted and it turned into IGCC, and a bunch of people that were long in it lost a ton of money. And then now it's back as IGC. It's back on the market. I just don't trust it, to be honest. This is exactly what it was doing before. It was getting run up. And you know, it was acting sketchy before. And so with that, I just don't trust it that much, you know. I mean, I'm day trading, so I don't know how significant not trusting it for longer term moves is, but we'll see what happens, you know. Gonna watch Kron gapping down again. CGC, like I said, I'll probably watch the cannabis plays like I do every day, see what goes on in those markets. AMD, like I always do, I'll mess around with that as well. Oh. Here, Daniel. It's, yeah, that's my email, man. Oh no, for sure. I definitely, I know that. I'll probably have to learn Java. I know a little bit of C++, Flavio, but I'll probably have to learn Java as well. It's specifically for mobile apps. Like I can already build websites in a decent way. Like if you've ever seen beginnertrading.net, like my website, you know, I built it fairly well and I didn't use any code for it. I just built it with automatic programs like Elementor and stuff like that. And so I built my website myself without coding anything, which I think is possible nowadays since they have all these different widgets for your website building, you know. But specifically, I want to learn coding for apps, you know, so I can build an app for beginner trading and maybe dabble in the app market as well. So I know it's going to be a long process for sure. And yeah, I definitely know I'm going to have to learn other languages aside from Python. Know a little bit of C++, but like I said, I'll probably have to learn Java unless I plan on sticking with just Android, which I think I'm missing out on a huge market if I stick with just Android. And so we'll see. Is my mic low, guys? Is my mic low? Sorry if it is. I appreciate the sub. Gulps as well. Gulp. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Right, that's what I was saying. Java's probably what I'm gonna learn next. I think that's the most reasonable next language to learn after Python, and so, yeah, I mean that's what I'll probably finish learning Python. That might take me another few months, and then learn Java, and then probably start trying to work on projects with app building after that. I know a little bit of C++. Python is so simple though compared to C++ with regard to the syntax. You know, Python's syntax is so easy relative to a lot of the other programming languages. Yeah, people say C is like one of the best languages. For some reason, you just hear about C++ more. I thought Java was. I thought Python was more so for Android if you wanted to build Android apps. I might be wrong though. But all right, guys, we got about 5.5 minutes left. 5.5 minutes. Let's do it, guys. Let's see what we get today. Like I said, I didn't trade yesterday. I'm trying to take it slow. I'm not trying to rush too much here because it's just the market hasn't been great for a lot of the fade plays I've been looking at. We've been getting a lot of volatility and really not necessarily volatility, but it's been just kind of sideways for a lot of the stocks I've been watching. And so with that said, I just have to protect my account a little bit and take a break when it's not working so well, and just try to come back when it is. I do have a larger account now, so I'll be trying to use bigger sizing. Probably try to use 1,000 shares or so because I do have some room with that. And so we'll see how that goes. But got to wait for good A-plus setups with good risk and reward. That's the only way you're actually going to survive with a market like this is if you use positive risk reward with this. And so all right, guys, so we got less than 5 minutes. We got about 4 minutes until the bell. And so I'm going to close some of these and get everything all set up here to trade. I don't have an AI scanner yet. Or I have an AI scanner, but I don't have that. I only have I have Trade Ideas Standard, so it's not the AI version of Trade Ideas. All right. Here we go. We got VEON, DCAR, IQ. SXTC's running some as well. Gonna watch VKTX though. AXSM, AMD is probably what I'm watching. Gonna be again, like I've been doing for the last month or so, I'm gonna be paper trading the moving average crossover play. See how that goes as well. I'll pull that back up once we actually see a moving average crossover here. All right, let's do it, John. What are you talking about, LY? LY says, hey, can we see your cute face? It's not that I'm necessarily opposed to showing my face. It's more so that I don't feel like getting ready in the morning, you know? My kids are up at like 7 o'clock. I don't have that much time. And so kind of a weird way to say it though. Gonna be watching VKTX and AXSM. Those are some of my main watches. You can see AMD here, but you can also see AXSM. Nice gap up there, up to 1619 from 1434. Gonna watch that. Like I always do, gonna watch AMD for the moving average crossover. SCVL, which is Shoe Carnival. I said, CGC, Cron, BPTH. It's about what I'm watching. All right, guys, we got about 40 seconds left. 40 seconds. Let's do this. What's everybody's main watch today? Like I said, mine are VKTX, AXSM. Those look decent. I'll probably watch those. All right, there's the bell. Let's do it. All right, AMD, we're getting a spike here. The SPY is up. SPY is up some. Shoe Carnival's dropping. VKTX is dropping. I'm looking for a fade here with VKTX, and I don't know if I'm necessarily going to get it until it drops. The VWAP drops down some, but AMD spiking up. Nothing's really showing up on my volume and low float or high of the day momentum scanner here. We got breaking out on volume, AXSM. There's Mitch. Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
Here, hold on, let me here, you want me to do it on Zoom?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but we can do it in like a couple minutes. Let's just get through the open.
Okay. All right, guys, we got Mitch here.
Top stock.
AXSM, VKTX, both look interesting.
Tradable?
Both of those are, yeah.
AXSM. All right, I'm checking that one out.
What's up, Vise? What's up, Connor?
Like the flag action.
Yeah, for sure. We got some movement there. We're going to watch it. All right, so we get a big pullback for AMD here. This is where I'm going to start looking for the moving average crossover move. Cron spiking up some, though. It looks like it's probably going to try to fill that gap for Cron. 2025 is probably reasonable where the gap fill would have been. SPY moving up, though. SPY pushing up. VKTX has almost already filled the gap here, though. So we could look for a green to red move, which is a little bit more rare, but basically the closing price on Cron yesterday was $8.52. And so
AXSM breaking out there in the flag there. Let's see if it holds these 650s.
Yeah, man, VKTX already filled the gap. Here's the low of the day break on AMD as well. So this might set up for a fade if it pulls back to that level. Looking for the crossover at this point. Yeah, Mitch is talking about AXSM. AXSM is breaking out some. SPY still pushing up strong here. It was pretty strong yesterday at the open as well. You know, something I always talk about with gap fills, though, is the previous day's close is so significant. And, like, if you look here, this line is right around the previous day's close. You could look to see where VKTX went and went exactly down to that level and then bounced right off of it. And so it kind of shows you how significant the previous day's close is in trading. Because at that point, really, the gap is effectively filled. And that's what you see with VKTX. It went all the way back down to that previous day's close and bounced exactly off of that level. What's up, Sid? What's up, brother? SCVL dropping down some. SCVL. DCAR popping up here. I know a few people were talking about DCAR this morning in the stream chat. Big gap down for DCAR. Let's see if it's actually tradable, though. So you coffee shop trading today, bro?
Nah, man, it's been a crazy day. Put someone in jail already. It's been a fun day.
What? At
That's
work?
what happens when you work. Yep,
Uh,
that's what happens when you work at retail.
yeah, man. That's crazy. Alright, so we might get the cross here on AMD. I thought it sounded a little quiet, though. Alright. There's the cross for AMD. You got to be prepared for a bounce, though. This thing may bounce right up to here. I think it'll probably bounce right there up to 2565 or so.
So what we got here.
AXSM may be a VWAP bounce there. Maybe a VWAP bounce. Kind of looking at that. Cron dropping some now. SPY pulling back a little bit. Gonna watch YMDX as well. I've been keeping an eye on that one almost every day. So my paper trade's not really looking great here on AMD. Big drop. Look at that drop on AXSM.
Yep, keeping an eye on it.
Big drop on AXSM here. Look at this move. VKTX has effectively already filled the gap. I don't like it as much. But yeah, look at AXSM drop. Massive drop, which means it might open up with a short play. We'll see. I'm going to give it some time. There we go.
I'm an order out right now for 1638 on AXSM.
I don't hate that. What were you saying?
Also looking at a lower volume stock that's just hit really hard on the day. MTSI is tradable, but too low volume right there. I see ALDX making a VWAP fade, but not tradable. CDC went up, straight back down.
Yeah, Cron
NIO showing bounce strength after getting really weak for the last couple days.
All right, so here's really the move I was kind of looking for with... if AMD pulls back to the VWAP, I'll consider it. I'm going to take some off now. I've taken 200 shares off. Really, I wanted to get 300. Let me take that other 100 off. All right, I got 200 shares left on my paper trade. Just going to let it work. Nice little crossover play, though. It worked really well. Let's see where I can take the next off. Now I can also look for a fade if it does get down there.
Looking for possible entry in this MTSI.
All right, I got out of AMD on the paper trade, $72 gain for a paper trade. SCVL is the next one I'm looking at. So now that I'm done with the moving average cross, I'm going to take these moving averages off. And then just look for regular plays here. I'm looking for at a fade on SCVL. If I
didn't get my fill there on MTSI at 1680, would have been already paying out. That one was in bad trade. Have the order out there, just didn't get filled.
I'm looking at a SCVL. If it can pop back up to the VWAP at 3630 or so, I can consider a risk of 3680s. That's about a 50-cent risk with a from 3630 down to 35.30. And so about 2 to 1, risking 50 cents. Um, reward would be a dollar. And so I don't hate that for SCVL for Shoe Carnival here. It's already gapped up a ton. I think it'll probably come back down some. Let's see, what can a share size show?
Breaking down here. So it's NVEV, and look how it bounced back to VWAP.
Yeah, Kron
ACB breaking down too. They're all pretty much weak right now.
I looked at ACB. ACB is one of the worst performing stocks that I trade per my results, and so I'm not going to trade ACB. I've had a bunch of losing trades with it, and so I'm just going to stay away from it. I have really good results with CGC, actually.
Well, CGC going up to that VWAP.
Yeah, I'll be right back, Mitch. Hold it down, brother. Yell at me if you see SCVL go up to the VWAP.
I'm yelling at myself for not keeping my eye on Square.
Oh, I did it again? Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yep. At least a move that I could have gotten into. Not really finding anything right now.
Oh, it hurts, man. Look at SCVL. Man. I walk away for 2 minutes and this thing fades perfectly, man. Ugh.
That's what happens.
Right down to exactly my profit target, too. 35.50.
You walked away, man.
Oh, man.
NBRV getting some momentum.
Yeah, that was the move, man. On SCVL. Dude, I've been watching the more expensive stocks. They've been working really well. And so I think I might kind of pivot towards them. I've been watching the cannabis stocks for days, and they've just been super choppy. Like, look at CGC this morning. Just not playing off the VWAP.
I mean, ACB's not doing that bad. Kron's not doing that bad.
Kron had a nice little rejection there, though, yeah.
Yeah, ACB's not that bad either. It did fades. One fade already. Well, VWAP rejection. Another VWAP rejection entry right there. 904s.
Yep.
Can make your move right back down to 894s. It's really not too bad.
Honestly, I'm more bummed out about SCVL. That one broke down perfectly. It never quite got up to my level, though. And so it's not really. I don't know if I would have taken it even if I was watching it because the VWAP was at when it faded. The VWAP was at 36.30 and it got up to 36.20, 36.18 really. So it never quite got up there. Yeah, if Kron can get up to the VWAP, I'll consider it with a risk of 1950. AXSM maybe as well. Yeah, ACB did fade some.
Looking right now at MBEV.
Ugh, look at that move on SCVL. I'll watch Kron though.
You see, MBEV looks good, but it's only 7 cent profit. Risk would be about 3 cents. It's like interesting, but not really calling my attention. Too low in value there.
NIO.
Man, AXSM really got hit.
Yeah, man. NIO might be a good bounce. Kind of looking at that. It's still early, so we still got some time. Hey, if a stock doesn't look like a long trade, does it automatically translate to a short trade? No. Stocks can go sideways, and so, you know, sometimes stocks are just going to be choppy, and you don't want to do either one of them, you know.
See that MBEV is really tempting, but I'm gonna hold off on it, guys. Sometimes you just gotta know when to hold them.
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything yet. I mean, I'm still looking at Kron here. But the risk is getting bigger as it continues to drop with the VWAP.
APHA wasn't too bad. Missed out on a little while ago.
SCVL might be getting back to the VWAP. Now, if I get in at 36, I could use 36.30 as risk. I'd probably rather 36.42 though. And then maybe take some profits at 35.50, maybe at 35.30s. Roku. Yeah, Roku doesn't look that bad. The only problem with Roku is look at the previous day. You know, it dropped huge yesterday, and so I just don't want to. I don't want to get stuck in an extended move. That it's just dropped so much already. I think the chance that it may reverse is a little bit higher. It doesn't look bad though, on the intraday level. But let me look at the daily chart. I mean, it doesn't seem too extended on the daily chart. It just had to drop yesterday. SPY dropping some. That should drag some other stuff down.
All right, looking at a more expensive stock here, looking at PayPal.
I was just about to short SCVO. I could use that 36.45 level as my risk or so. I'm risking about 50 or 60 bucks on it.
All right, guys, gonna risk about 10 cents if I can get in this entry on PYPL, more expensive stock. Looking to short here into the strength right here, holding off of 35. It's gonna be a 5-cent risk, 300 share entry. All right, guys, in there, gotta hold it to 40s though. If it jumps up to 40s right now, I gotta get out.
Yeah, I hesitated on SCVL. It faded down a little bit. If it gets back up there, I'll consider it still. I mean, PYPO. What's your risk, you said?
40s.
That's reasonable.
SQ moving up too. Also, could look at that one for VWAP entry.
Yeah, I don't hate SQ. The only problem is just a lot of these dropped big yesterday, so it's like I gotta be a little bit careful. All right, so here's the move on SCVO. It's just about whether I want to risk this or not. All right, I ended up getting in SCVO with 100 shares. Like I said, my risk is right around 36.50 or so. I have a bigger account, and so my losses are going to be a little bit bigger than they typically were with my smaller account. So just keep that in mind. We'll see how this works. We'll see how this goes.
There is SQ getting up there.
Yeah, I was looking at SQ and Kron.
All right, I'm out there, guys, for a small loss, $50 loss. Liking SQ more.
Yeah, I'm in SCVL. It's getting close to where my risk is, and so I just had to be pretty tight with it.
That just makes me want to, just take a second back there, guys. I was trading PayPal because I saw the weakness in Square. PayPal Holdings is really kind of in the industry with Square. But
Right.
As you can see, I definitely picked the wrong stock there. Should have stayed with my Square. Could have got a VWAP entry there and already taken about 30 cents off the trade.
Square's a money processor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I go to PayPal. PayPal's the next one with Venmo.
All right, so I'm getting pretty close to my risk here on SCVL. It's right around my risk level. So I just got to be pretty tight with it.
For you traders that don't know, yesterday I did not end the day red. I ended up trading Square, making a hell of a trade, over $300 trade, and
All right, so it did confirm my risk here on 36.50. So it did confirm my risk. We'll just see if it can hold down here, though. It's getting pretty close to it, and if it gets a spike here, it could easily break. And so I just have to stick to my levels here and stick to my 36.50 level.
you know how you we're talking about kind of the no fades thing. ACB, just beautiful chart today.
Yeah, don't remind me, man. Honestly, though, I just have to look at my stats, though. Like, that's really what I have to do.
Hey, I can do the same thing. I can look at Square and be kicking myself, too. So.
Yeah. All right, so I'm getting close to my risk here again with SCVL. I got to be pretty tight. If it squeezes up, it could squeeze up quick. It's testing the $half again. All right, I'm out. So a $70 loss. Um, like I said, I'm using a bigger account, and it's a live money account. But with the pro account, like my basic room I have with it is like, I think I have $12,000 for my max loss, and I think that 240K for my buying power. And so I have plenty of buying power, and I just wanted to get in a trade. I've been a little skeptical of, not skeptical, a little bit hesitant to get in trades lately since I upgraded the account, because it's a little bit scary to use bigger sizing than I'm used to. And so I'm just happy I got in a trade even though it's a loss. But yeah, definitely been in a little slump with my trading. February went super well, but been in a little slump afterwards. You can also look at DCAR though, DCAR. The VWAP's at 488, and so that looks slightly, that looks somewhat reasonable. Also, one that fades pretty consistently is YNDX. YNDX. SQ, yeah, that's the one Mitch was talking about. Mitch was talking about SQ.
Oh, I don't even want to look at it anymore.
It never quite got there, though. It never quite got to the VWAP.
I mean, on my VWAP, it did. 35s.
Our VWAPs are different.
74, 35.
Maybe your VWAPs are working now and mine don't. But no, yeah, I mean, don't stress advise. Like, here's the thing, man. It's gonna be a process of scaling up, right? Like, I think traders, it's kind of human nature to always want to win, right? Everybody always wants to win. When losing days or losing weeks happen, you have to be expectant of that. You have to expect that to a certain extent. It's not something like, trading's not one of those things, and I think, to tell the truth, I think since a lot of like YouTubers and a lot of like gurus are super fake, that traders, especially new traders, have an unrealistic expectation of like what trading is. And they think that every week is going to be green, every day is going to be green. But really, trading's just not like that. Like, you're going to have like green week, red week, green week. You know what I mean? It's not going to be all constantly green. And I think like I said, I think it has something to do with people just cherry picking their winners and only uploading their winners. And so new traders have an unrealistic expectation of like how things are supposed to go. And so at this point, yeah, I mean, I can't really complain too much. Like, all of February was green. Like, I had no losing weeks in February. Very few losing days overall in February. And then most of March went good as well. I started to the market, I don't know if it was the market or just my trading, but I started to not do so hot about 10 days ago or so. And so it's to be expected. I mean, every week's not going to be green. And you just have to you have to tell yourself that. You have to let yourself know that you have to have a reasonable expectation. Losing weeks are going to happen. Losing days are going to happen. And if you try to never let that happen, then you're just going to be fighting, you're going to be fighting your account. Yeah, the SPY doesn't look too bad though. At least for shorts. Like there looks like there's some short opportunities. The SPY continues to drop. I gotta keep an eye on YNDX though. That one consistently shows some action here. It consistently shows some action. It typically fades really well too. As long as it has a big enough drop at the open, it usually fades back down. Let me see if I can find an example of it. But yeah, SQ as SQ continues to drop, the VWAP drops a lot along with it. It looks a little bit better.
You know what the funny thing is? Look at PayPal now. It just faked me out a little bit. This is what happens with bigger stocks. But man, I think we missed the wheat stocks today.
Right. I mean, that's exactly right, Corey. Well, some of the cannabis stocks didn't even follow through, I think. I mean, ACB did.
ACB, APHA, NBEV, CGC.
Yeah, I don't think CGC did, but the other ones are ones that I don't typically watch, like ACB and APHA. I might need to keep an eye on those a little bit more often.
How's the strength in NIO? Now it's dying down. All right. Pull back there.
Does IGC fit the shorts profile? I mean, IGC, like I said, IGC is just a sketchy stock for me because I saw it last year get halted. They investigated it. They delisted IGC. It turned into IGCC on the OTC market. And so whenever I even hear IGC, I just think sketchy, you know. Which is weird now because IGCC is popping up on the scanners, but IGC is down, so it's just weird. VKTX actually broke through that previous day's close at 850. Oh no, you're good, Sid. No stress, bro. At this point, I'm looking at DCAR. VKTX maybe. I don't know if I like VKTX as much. Roku is back at the VWAP here.
That one's not too bad.
Roku?
Yeah.
You could use the top of that previous move not that. You could use 64. The whole dollar is your risk. I don't mind that one.
I use even tighter. I see that 63.90. The first drop, that first up candle.
Yeah.
That other stuff is just a fake out. So you got to use the other pattern.
Right.
That's there. The other pattern is that first little drop.
Yeah, for sure.
So if that holds, it's not going to get back up there, which is 89. So if you got your entry there at 80s, you could rate 10-cent risk there. Not too bad. If you wanted to be a little bit more risk, you could go to that 64 mark. That's not a bad spot either. I just think you could use also the pre-market low as 63.90.
Right, for sure. No, when you draw it out, it makes sense. I just looked at that one too. Like this is the line Mitch is talking about here. And yeah, you get a lot of confirmation there. It's the previous low of the opening range, first candle. Yeah, it's got some resistance there. So yeah, I mean, that's reasonable. Maybe it's a little bit too late. I don't know if it's going to get back up there though.
Yeah. I'm like, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
We should start a duo, man, and just charge our viewers. You know what I mean? Get rich, profit, you know?
You can blame it on me, bro. How about I buy, you sell?
What's the deal with CRBP? Why is it listed at
Yo,
100% buy?
John, let's next time there's just the big mover, you're gonna buy and I'm gonna short it. One of us gets rich.
Right. Profit. Profit, man.
Oh man. No, we're just joking here. I don't want anyone to start doing that
Yeah.
on the side.
Do not listen to us. Do not listen to us.
End up losing on both sides.
Right. It'll go sideways.
Look at NIO. NIO showing strength here, guys. This is what we talked about in our class. We have a flag here holding multiple times here, 509. You got to get in as close as you can to 509, maybe even at 509, and then you could take this kind of trade.
I'm looking at YNDX, man. I mean, that one. The spread's tight. If we can get up there, you could set a risk of like 50. And then a reward level of 15. I mean, it's not the best risk reward. VWAP maybe dropped too much. Roku, look at Roku, man. That's the move.
That's what happens, man. Start getting hesitant.
Lately, I've been trading the wrong ones and then missing the 4 or 5 right ones, which I think is kind of how trading goes, right? Like for instance, with VWAP fades, you might see like 5 fades total during a day, right? 3 of them might work, 2 of them might fail. And sometimes you're just going to get unlucky or maybe miss an indicator, and you're going to pick those wrong 2 that fail, even though 3 of them worked. And so it's just about continuing with it, and statistically, you should eventually it should even itself out. SPY continues to fall though. PXS. I mean, a lot of these CREX just looks sketchy to me. PXS, I've traded PXS before. It just seems sideways right now. Low volume, sideways. I'm not interested in that one. LGIH, low volume as well. SQ coming back, Mitch.
Did it come back?
It's starting to. It's trying, man. And listen to you.
Ooh, the third move. We know about the third move.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing it. No way. But
I'll do it if it rejects 34, 39s. I feel like it's going to get above this VWAP. So that's why I'm not going to chase it immediately into the VWAP. Let it show some strength. Let it show some weakness coming in on the tape. And then I can join in like I did yesterday.
I honestly think it's probably just following the SPY to a certain extent. Like the SPY is bouncing back some now, and so I think it's following the SPY. If the SPY gets rejected before that 281 level, then I think that it's gonna drop and it's gonna follow through with the fade on SQ. I think that, but if the SPY gets a big spike, starts climbing, I think SQ is just gonna keep on climbing up as well.
Watching NIO there, guys. NIO, good pattern there. There you go. Touch the VWAP, pulled back a little bit. Yeah, I don't really like Square that much. It's already closed the gap.
How much volume do you guys look for? What's the minimum? I mean, that's all dependent on what the stock is. What's the float? What the price is of the stock. I typically like to see over 150,000 shares maybe per minute is what I mean by that. Daily volume, like a few million at least, depending on what time it is. YNDX is right there too. Oof. Good spread too for YNDX. It must be let me see. Oh, I forgot to record my trades today.
Doesn't look too bad there.
What, YNDX?
Mm-hmm.
I like it because I could get a 10 cent risk, right? And so I'm just gonna take a little baby trade here with 10 cents of risk, risking roughly 52 off of 52, so maybe 15 cents. But just a small trade, 100 shares. See if it breaks down a little bit more for me. Look at Roku go though. Roku followed through nicely. SQ might have as well too. While I'm sitting here, if anybody's interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I are using, go check out TradeNet. Let me see here. Let me save this. So basically, TradeNet's great for new traders in my opinion. The way it works is you pay for a package. There's no deposit. You're actually paying for a package. And with that, you get a certain amount of buying power. With their base package, you get 14,000 in buying power, and there's a $700 max loss. And so during this sale that they have going on right now, where you can get it for $3.99, you pay $3.99 for the intro, and you get 14K in buying power. But if your account goes under 13,300, they close your account down, and there's a 70-30 split. The good thing though is that commissions are pretty cheap if you use small sizing. And so like if you use less than 300 shares, commissions are like $3 or $4 for a complete round trip. And so pretty cheap, all things considered. Like I said, I think they're good for traders looking to trade small. There's not that many penny stocks available, and so they're more for more expensive stocks. But you know, the packages come with their trading course. If you go through my link, you get about a month of their trading chat. You get a free month of our trading course or our classes as well. You get a free month of our classes and access to everything too. And so if you're interested in checking that out, I'll post this link here. But yeah, like I said, right now they have the sale going on for $3.99. And so, I mean, you're paying $3.99 to be able to lose $700 with the intro account. And so it's not a bad deal in my opinion. It's good for new traders. You know, a lot of times new traders are going to lose their first account anyway. And I think this is a good way, a cheaper way to, learn to trade, use small sizing, and try to make it work that way. No, they don't take 30% of your losses. It's just the wins. From my experience. Best to ask them, though. Not 100% sure. It's best to ask them, but from my experience, no. There's the link if anybody wants to sign up. Like I said, it's one of the ways we keep the stream free. We do the stream every day live on YouTube for free, and so it's one of the ways we keep the stream free. And so if you want to help support us and you're interested in signing up to them, you can go check out my link and go through them. And I really think that's the cheapest. I know right now they have a sale where you get 10% off. But if you go through my link, I think that's one of the cheaper ways you can get it. I think it's $3.99 for the intro package through my link. All right, so we're getting another move back up here on YNDX. Like I said, this is kind of just I'm just going to let it see if I can work and take some of this loss off. It's just 100 shares. If it squeezes up, I'll be down like $15, and so that's fine. I think a lot of this has to do with the SPY as well. Like I said, there goes the SPY pushing up here. And so I think it depends. A lot of it ultimately depends on what the SPY does too. There goes Square pushing up too. SPY pushing up.
MU getting interesting.
What did AMD do today? I forgot about that one. No, AMD right up there too. AMD washed this morning, man. Just completely washout.
All right. I got a starter in MU. Starter in MU. Pull this up. Goodbye, NIO, even though you looked good.
Here, I can set a stop in mine and then just let you come up there. Hold on. Just gotta figure out what I want my stop to be. Probably 54, maybe. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Alright, I could throw you up here.
Alright. I'm gonna try to average in here closer to 40, but I didn't want to miss it if it just hits this VWAP and rejects here.
Sorry, bro. Skype life is going on right now.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
I'll stop sharing it and do it again. Give me a second.
There you go.
Skype does suck, so sorry about that today, guys.
Skype
We
life.
didn't use our Zoom. All right, first profit's gonna be down here, 54 mark.
What's your entry? 84? That's not too bad. I gotta be careful with mine here.
I want to see it get hit. There you go. It got hit there. 77s, 79s. There's a lot of share size in that area. This is the pattern we're looking for it to hold. This would be the up 3. We need one more rejection from the top of this, and then we can get through that 39.70s, get to those 39.60s and 39.40s.
So yeah, the SPY is rebounding some here, guys, and that's what we ultimately have to watch out for. If the SPY starts to push up in a really strong way, a lot of these other stocks are going to follow suit. And so SPY's up to 281.20s here. So we do got to be careful here and just, be observant of the SPY, because the more the SPY pushes up, the stronger a lot of these other stocks are ultimately going to be. And we are getting a big strength push in the SPY, and it's kind of dragging a lot of these other ones up. Yeah, SPY is completely reversing here and moving up to the 281.50s.
All right, guys. Average in there 39.89 now. Gonna risk off of 40.05. 40.05 here. I cut my share size a little bit to give myself a little bit more risk. Only went to 600 shares.
Mine's testing my risk, but the SPY's dropping, so maybe that'll help. But I just got to be close and careful here. If it starts to break my risk, I just got to jump out. Really, I'm down like $10 in this trade, so I'm not
Looks like I should have stuck with my NIO long. That one didn't turn out to be a bad long. Held those 509s pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting the SPY reversing here. Like I think that's what we're walking into is the SPY climbing up, and a lot of these other stocks are following it. And so you get stocks like SQ, which started to push up, Y and DX, which I'm in, and so a lot of these are just following the SPY, I think. Alright, I'm right around my risk. I got about 2 cents until my risk is hit. I'll let it test the $0.50, but gotta be ready to jump out here if it does. AR, I use the 12 EMA and the 26 SMA for the moving average crossover, which is it's the same ones for the MACD. Alright, so we are getting a little bit of confirmation in my risk there for Y and DX. This might be one of those ones I just kind of let roll and set a stop loss for. We'll see. Roku may be climbing back.
Might have to stop out. Remember, my stop is 405, 4005. Hand on the trigger, guys.
I think we're just getting the SPY running up. SPY looking strong, breaking over, trying to test 281.50s.
All right, if I see any '06 go through because it keeps faking me out on the 5, I'm looking for anything in '06 going actually through the time and sales. Don't want to get a 1 cent fake out here. Willing to let that 1 cent go. There you go. Now get hit 40s. Let's see what you can do. Let's see if you can pull back down here to the VWAP. There you go. Starting to get hit there. There you go. 20,000 shares at 40.
Mine's dropping too. It confirmed my risk too. So
There you go. I like that. I like that turn also. So what we would want to do here is we would want go ahead and set up for this.
All right, I'm back around my entry here, which is pretty good.
All right, like I told you, back to the VWAP it goes. Let's see if it bounces and gains strength here. It breaks through on the downside. That's what we want it to do. Break through on MU for 39.80 would look good.
What's up, Peter? What? What are you talking about, red? What's your average?
It's 89.
Okay.
Only problem is gotta get going, so time to finish this trade up. See what you can do. MU.
Yep.
There's that expected support there at the VWAP. Let's see if we can break through it. Want to just see it get hit hard on the red. There you go. Looking better. Just needs one quick sweep there.
Well, YNDX is dropping nicely for me. I mean, I wish I would have taken bigger share size, but it is what it is. I just need to get comfortable with using this account, but it looks like to be washing down nicely. Like, my goal for this one is just to even out my loss a little bit, minimize my loss. My entry is 37, and so looking at a price target of 35.13. And we are getting a drop down, which is good. Confirmed my risk really well.
All right. Here's that bounce back. Kind of expected. Now let's see if we can just get some pressure here and break the 80s.
I'm liking SQ a little bit more right here too.
All right.
All right, there's back down to 28. Went down to 26. Let's just see if we can follow through. I just want to see a low of the day test here with YNDX. I just like to see a drop down and ultimately test the low of the day. I'm just in a little small, very tiny trade. So I don't mind holding this one and just letting it work until it either triggers my risk or hits that low of the day target, which is right around 35.15. Let's look at the daily chart for this one. Wendy, get out of here. You're banned. Sorry, Sid. Hey, no, this is Mitch's stream. Is the stream still going? Yeah, the stream's still going, right? Test, test. Can everybody hear me? I think you can. Yeah, stream's still going. Test, test. All right. Yeah, I'll say this though. You come on my stream. You come on my stream and try to advertise binary options. I'm banning you, man. You know.
Yo, I'm dying over here. Did you just say binary options?
Bro, somebody came over here saying, "Hey, it's with great pleasure that I want to announce that my favorite guru, Billy Jean, is made me $500 million trading binary options. With great pleasure, here's my WhatsApp number." It's a joke, man. It's like, get out of here. Binary options, that's straight up gambling.
Guys. All right, guys. Just for because purposes that I got to get going here, it's breaking down and looking beautiful. I took a quick profit there just to cover kind of my losses for the day, and I'm gonna let the rest of the shares work. I have 200 shares left here. Yesterday I had a nice 100 and something days, so not really trying to compile losses today. Just took off 36 of my 52 loss for today. So only down $16 as I've been up over $100 for Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to go ahead and hold these last shares kind of just above break even at probably 95 here. And if it stops out, it stops out.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a reasonable plan. I'll probably do the same here.
I just got to get going. If anything, I'll hop back on in a little bit. You guys take care.
Later, brother. Yeah, I'm just sitting here holding my little baby trade here. Whoa. I'll probably set a stop loss of this one. Just going to take off. Hopefully it'll take off some of my loss. Like I said, this is my target, 35.15. I'm just going to let that work. Set that 35.50, 35.54 risk level. And just going to let it work from here. Siesta. Yeah, today's one of those days. I mean, at least I made a trade. Honestly, like I said, I've been a little scared of taking a trade with all this buying power. And so even though today was just kind of a small ball day, down $50 right now, $55. And so that's fine. Yeah, at least I took a trade. That's the only thing. I'm just trying to get over this hump. I'm starting to learn with I'm starting to trade with a little bit larger trading account. And so with that, I just got to get used to it. And, I'm just going to let this work. Like I said, I'll take a little bit off at 15, and then I'll just plan to let the rest really work here. And so we'll see what we get. Not that many good opportunities, in my opinion, right now in the market. And so just be careful, guys. I think it's a good idea to just kind of take it slow. Oh, also, like I said, if you're interested in using the broker that Mitch and I do, you can go check out TradeNet. You know, Mitch and I use this every day. We've been using it for years, but at the current time, they do have a sale going on specifically through my link, where if you go through my link, you can get the intro package for $3.99. And so if you're interested in that, I'll post the link here. And like I said, with the intro account, you get 14K in buying power, 14,000 in buying power. There's a $700 max loss. Commissions are 0.006 cents per share. And if you do sign up through my link, also there's no PDT rule. There's no pattern day trading rule. And like I said, if you do sign up through my link, you get 20% off, but you also get a free month of our classes. As well as you get, you know, all the stuff with TradeNet, like a month of their chat room and stuff like that. And so go check it out if you have time. There's the link if you want to go through it. It's one of the ways we keep the stream free. We day trade live on stream every weekday morning right here on YouTube for free. And so this is one of the ways we keep the stream free. And so go check it out. Also, if you want to check out the scanners that I'm using, you know, these middle scanners, they're Trade Ideas scanners. And like I said, they make my morning super easy here. You know, very versatile, super customizable. And again, they make my morning really, really easy to trade with, giving me a nice list of gappers. And so if you're interested in checking out the scanners that I'm using, which are these middle scanners here, go check out Trade Ideas. And I posted that link as well. Shout out to Trade Ideas for being cool enough to let me stream their scans every day. Yeah, and then finally, if you want to go check out our site, guys, here, you can go check out the site. You can see, even if you don't want to pay for classes, and even if you want to just look at stuff for free, if you go to the strategy section of our site, we got all these different, you know, pages on different strategies we use, long and short. You know, where it has like breaks down the different long strategies we use, where it breaks down the different short strategies we use. We got a strategy video library. But if you are interested in signing up, you know, we hold 3 live classes every single week. Plus, members get access to the backlog of our classes, which at this point is around 55 hours of classes, so literal days of classes for $15 a month. And so you can see if you go to the day trading concepts and strategies, and I scroll down here, you can just see we got a ton of different classes, a ton of content for $15 a month. And again, we're not trying to be experts or gurus or anything like that. We're just trying to give traders a cheap option to learn. And it's kind of like a crowdsourced, day trading, you know, class where all of our members add stuff that they use, talk about the strategies they use, what works for them, what doesn't. And it's just a really cool community that we've built here. And so if you want to go check these out, I'll post this link here as well. Yeah, that's about it for today, guys. So good luck in the markets. Let me see. I'll post this link one more time. And yeah, we'll see what happens with Y and DX. At the very least, it should take some of this loss off from the day. And so I'll take it, whatever it is. Whatever this trade gives me, I'll take it. So I'll play our little promo video. And yeah, I don't have an Instagram, not yet. I need to make one, though. But I'll play the promo video. And like I said, if you can help me with my Python platform, let me know. If you can help me with my Python problem, let me know, man. I'm still struggling with it. All right, like I said, if you want to check out our classes, go to beginnertrading.net. Beginnertrading.net. I'll post it one more time here. And you can go check out the packages section. But yeah, we got a lot of free content. We got broker reviews and a lot of different stuff. And so I'll update you guys on how this YNDX trade goes. And yeah, that's about it for today, guys. Oh, one more thing. If you're interested in trying the 5-day demo challenge, or if you're interested in trying the demo challenge for TradeNet, where you can get basically, at the very least, you get access to a demo account with 10,000 in buying power for 5 trading days to try the challenge. And so if you win the challenge, you get a free intro account, but at the very least you get access to a demo account with 10K in it for a week of trading. And so it's not a bad deal. Go check that out as well if you're interested. There's the link. And yeah, hit the subscribe button if you want to help support this channel. Like I said, Mitch and I day trade live on stream for free every weekday morning, starting at around 8:15 market time. And so go check us out if you have time. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We definitely appreciate any support we can get. So if you could click the like button, we definitely appreciate that as well. And so if you appreciate it, click the like button right now. Appreciate all the love and support, guys, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good day.